Good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Catie McNeil. You've now clicked on the Weather Now link, and we're continuing to track winter weather moving in with some snow towards the overnight, which could impact some New Year's Eve plans, especially as people are heading home from those plans. With that, we have a winter weather advisory in effect now until 1 p.m. tomorrow on Thursday, but we're expecting conditions to improve more towards the morning time frame, so that might be reduced as we head towards tomorrow. But in the meantime, we'll be seeing kind of the height of this system as we head towards midnight, and especially towards those overnight hours after midnight and towards around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You can see the leading edge of that snowfall starting to work its way into western Massachusetts and Connecticut. We won't see that here until more towards the midnight time frame, at least more widespread and consistently. We'll start off with some light snow showers on the earlier end before a more consistent band of snow works its way in again towards midnight, and then especially the overnight hours, some of which could be on the heavier side. Now the good news is this will be a pretty quick moving system, so already by around mid-morning, after maybe one last burst of snowfall between 6 and 8 o'clock, we'll be drying out as we head towards around 10 and 11 from west to east. That'll lead way to increasing sunshine, but then once again seeing that trend of colder and windier conditions through the rest of the day Thursday and continuing into your Friday as well. With that, let's take a look at our updated snowfall map as of this afternoon. What we're tracking from this system, so 1 to 3 inches across much of the area, with some isolated higher totals possible out towards southern Bristol County and especially out towards Cape Cod. So anywhere south or southeast to east of Providence has the best chance of seeing those slightly higher amounts. But again, not looking at any major activity from this system, but certainly impactful, especially again if you're heading home from any New Year's Eve festivities. We're expecting some slick conditions on those roadways. Speaking of the roads, we'll start to see the poorest of those roadway conditions as far as some slippery conditions and lowered visibility after midnight through around 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe a little bit before that, but it's very cold out there, so it's really not going to take long for that snow to stick. So with that, in the meantime, if you're heading out for New Year's Eve or you're already out, just be mindful that that snow is expected to pick up after the ball drop, especially towards around 2 in the morning. So if you're heading home or you need to use a ride share, anything of that nature, just be cautious out there, as again, it's not going to take long for that snow to stick. So we'll be seeing some slippery and hazardous conditions on roads at times. As we head towards your Thursday morning, we'll continue to see snow moving through until about mid-morning, leading way to drier conditions for the rest of the day. Temperatures are actually going to drop, though, through the remainder of the day through the afternoon, settling back down to the lower 20s with some blustery conditions as well. But the good news is we will be much drier and honestly looking at a pretty calm stretch the next several days following this. But in the meantime, if you have plans to head out this evening, or if you're going to be heading home late, just be safe out there and give yourself a little extra time on those roads if necessary. And of course, I'll have updates for you guys both on air and online at WPRI.com.